We met at the Irish Catan National Championships in 2018, where I won.
And I lost.
The game is Settlers of Catan. The object is be the first to build a civilization on this fictional island.
I can't believe this is what you want to do for your bachelor party.
Hey, I'm Carly.
And I'm Phil, and welcome to the first of our Road 2 series, where we'll be commentating on our games from the Digital Catan World Championship.
And you might be wondering what exactly makes us qualified to do such a thing. Well, we actually met in 2018 at the Irish Catan National Championships run by the lads at the ICA, the Irish Catan Association, on Facebook, if you're looking for them, where I was lucky enough to win and go and represent Ireland at the World Championships in Cologne that winter, where, like, honestly, the less said about that, the better. I did not do brilliantly. But in 2019, I'm happy to report that Phil's wife, Lynn, won.
I did come second, though.
Which is the most important part.
Yeah, it was one of those wins where, almost losses where you could have won at your turn, next turn, regardless of the robber. But no, Lynn did it anyway. Fair play.
Yeah, she did. Then in 2019, Lynn and I got to go to Utrecht to represent Ireland again, this time in the European Championships, where we did marginally better.
Then, in 2020, due to obvious reasons, we couldn't play for reals anymore. So we figured out new ways to keep playing Catan. But when playing the game over Zoom wasn't enough, I went and made Giant Catan, so we could play social distance.
Yeah, so social distance. And not just to turn to everyone in the park being like, look what we have. Which we did do. And that all leads us to right now and the 2021 Digital Catan World Championship,
where we'll be commentating on my games, Carly's games and Lynn's games to see where our road leads to.
Will it be victory?
Or defeat. So first up is Carly, game 1.
Shall we get into it?
Let's roll. So green, blue, red, orange. And you're orange.
I am orange, which...
No red.
Wasn't... No, there is a red.
No, as in you're not red.
I know.
So
I feel like I'm never red unless I start up a game.
Was that confusing?
Embarrassingly, yes, it always is.
Were you looking at the red, thinking it was yours and going, God, that's a great spot?
Yeah, like, oh, you made such good decisions. Like, looking at the board initially, like, those 8, 5, 10 spots are really good. I probably would have mimicked green if I was going first. Getting that sweet sheep port.
Yeah, because that's perfect. That rarely happens. The sheep,
rarely,
the port, the desired port is right beside the perfect number. But yeah, both 8, 5, 10s. I may have gone for, I think green.
Yeah.
Green.
Because, like, you know, it's always great to get an 8 or a 6, but the numbers next to the 6s, well, particularly on the western part of the island, not great. On the eastern part, I think the 6, 11, 5 would have been the only option there, really, and that's if you want to go hard and wood.
Phrasing?
Being like, 11 and 3s come up more often than you think.
Which they do. Well, they work for you.
Yeah.
I think actually looking at this again, I may have actually gone the 5, 8, 10 weed or brick because the 10 brick is the best brick.
Yes, and it's also like...
no one's going near that 3 brick.
An 8 and a 5 for wheat and ore are exactly what you want to see as well.
Later on in the game. Definitely. So where are you going to go? I'm going to look at... See, you're fond of the 2s and 12s. Maybe the 2, 6, 9?
I'm not fond of them.
You go there often enough.
Yeah, I do. I will admit I do that probably more than I should. I just have a tendency to favour resource variety over number
so I'm looking
likelihood. And that has rarely worked out for me.
4, 9, 11 maybe. Sheep or wheat.
So that's what I'm thinking. And
9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
3, 4, 10, 3, 4, 8's good too.
I think I'm going to go there and then on the 8, 4, 3. It's been a few weeks since I played these as well, so I'm half looking at them with new eyes. Like, no, you stupid, you know.
Oh, you do go there. Oh, you don't know. Oh.
She's done it now. I'm also look at how long it's taking me. I've got the big blue hurry up.
Then also, but that 3-to-1 port is good. 411 with the like.
Yeah, if it stays free. That's the thing. Because, you know, people will want brick in a base game, especially early on, putting it on a wood, a brick, and a 3-to-1 port. I'd do it. I've done it.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving that open, if you get me. Or I'm aware that I'm leaving myself open to being boned.
But yeah. So you're looking for a wheat and brick next. So there's the 2-10-9, the 10-11-3. But then I would just...
I knew not only because it is me in the past, I was like, she is 100% going there. Like,
yeah, no, it makes sense.
Opening up the board. What's that you called it? Board optimization?
Yes. Yeah, what I've put the road there. I think so, because I think someone's definitely going to go on the 6-9-2.
Oh,
I'm assuming.
It's the battle of the sheep ports as well. This is green and red's game. They're here to entertain. I'm just here to build a few little things.
You're just lobbing bombs from the sideline.
Yeah. yeah. Like, I rolled a 7. I wonder where it's going.
Oh, great. So green's looking for ore and brick. Neither are both available.
I'd go on the 6-2-9. I would.
But then they are kind of stuck. If they go on the 3-6-11, that's a guaranteed road at the beginning, straight down to the sheep port. So I think I'd go on the 3-11-6. Because you're getting both red numbers. I'd go the 3-11-6. Oh, there you go.
Speak of the devil. Was that you?
So, this... Yikes. Okay, so there's a lot of fight, and he's got a guaranteed road.
Yeah.
Now, where would he go? I think I would have gone for the sheep port. Okay, he's blocking you.
Yeah, I'm a more immediate threat. Even though I don't have the resources, I can see why he did it.
But long term, he's on a 3 sheep too, like as well.
Yeah.
So that if he loses that sheep port, as in I'd be thinking of what's a bigger loss, the sheep port or the 3-to-1, because he can if red doesn't build a lot of roads, that he's still his 5-8-10 is still between 2 3-to-1 ports. He can go to the other side of the 10.
His options.
He can go down to the 3, where I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's pretty inevitable. Because red is on. Well, the 5 wood is a guaranteed good robber choice for you.
Yeah.
Well, and the 8 sheep, I guess. Also, if he gets the sheep port, the 8 isn't his only income of sheep to use the port. He's still on the 3.
Mm-hmm.
But will red get to the sheep port first? So who's looking for what? You're looking for...
That's me. I was looking for wood because I want to build a road and a settlement, I think.
You want to come out swinging?
Well, exactly, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. It's inevitable that the robbers could... Like, everyone's on.
It's so early. There's no point in picking...
There's 2 people on 3 of the red numbers, and no one's on the 6 sheep over there.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much yours. If you can get roads going...
That's something.
It's my
yours. One solace, yeah.
Unless blue comes down, but... Yeah, if you can get over there, you're doing well. God, robbers.
Where do I put it? Do I lob it on the 5?
It's got to be on the 5.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not technically as often as the 8, but you're stopping all 3.
I know, I'm going to steal a wood, and then I know for a fact if I don't get one, I'm going to be like, anyone got wood?
Yeah.
Or a block of wood, I should say. Oh, that's not bad.
Ooh, 6 cards. You really want to get that. Oh, perfect timing. Roll on the 5s. Oh, so good.
Beautiful. Nah. Mate. I'm like, gives a wood. Or a sheep, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Although you still need 2 brick. But there's been, they're probably very angry with you. Like they could have all three of them would have had 2 woods by now, and there's been no 6 or 4s. Sweet. So you got well. There's a Oh, the road and a dev card, I guess. Oh God.
Throw it on the 8, man. Come on. Yeah, fair play. Good stuff. I'm no threat.
Oh, and you took from Blues who'd only had 1 card.
But maybe it was
What they needed.
exactly. People are better at keeping track of that sort of stuff. It's all the best you're doing, when you're playing with friends and you try to be diplomatic, but it's like, no, I know you picked up a wheat. I don't care if you have 2 points and 1 card. I will have that, please and thank you.
But then sometimes I'd offer the trade before I'd rob.
Oh yeah, but that's the smart thing to do. Definitely.
More sheep.
Yeah,
Get a
so
dev card?
to get a dev card and then pass is what I was thinking.
God, no one wants to. Yeah, because you're sitting on 7 cards. It is. It's the gamble. See, to get it off that 8, you could use the knight to get it off the 8, but at the end of the day, it's stopping Blue get 2 or every
I know.
go.
I'm when it comes to knights, I'm a much more defensive player than an offensive player, and that I'll have a tendency, unless I'm, it's near second half of the game and I want to use them in an attempt to get maybe largest army, I generally will save them until they're on me.
Yeah, it's the same. I think I mostly would use them for defense. But then of course you get those games where resources are pretty low. Something, and you're like, if everyone's getting wheat except you, and you're like, God, I need that. So that's when they come in handy too.
Sitting there wishing you were playing CNK.
So then you were playing this in the browser.
I'm playing this in the browser. It's approximately 7:30 on a Friday night. I am on my first can.
So you played. Oh, well, the browser is in, because I didn't know it's pretty much the same as the app, except the only difference being that there's the cursor, the mouse, as opposed to the little hand.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there was Steam on the iMac, but it just is handier to have it in the browser.
And then, so you played yours on.
I played mine
when
on
did
desktop.
you play? On the Friday. Your first game. And what game? Where did you play? Did you space it out?
Yeah, I played 2 on the Friday, 2 on the Saturday, and then I very foolishly waited until the Sunday to play my last game, and there was virtually no one online.
Oh, really?
Yes, I really struggled to get the last, and I also managed to squeeze in a 6th, but I really struggled to get that last game going. I was concerned. I was like, at this point I wasn't really sure where my standing was in the competition, but I was like, just in case, I need to get one more game, and it worked out. I squeezed it in. People were as desperate as I was to either do that last 5th or
last scramble for some extra
points.
ELO points.
Yeah, I think plenty of people were playing their 7th or something at that point, just on the off chance.
You got the robber again put on the 5
I sure did.
straight away.
Yeah, there was no thinking there. There is just...
And a 5 right after. Always, you love to see it.
You know what, you do.
Except when it's on you, but...
Yeah, Green's setting himself up to have a lovely, lovely game. I'm just happy to be here, it seems. I'm like, you need to build stuff in this game.
Yeah.
Who says?
Yeah, you've been very unlucky with the brick. I don't think there's been a single 10. Oh, because you traded the brick away. Yeah, there hasn't been a 10.
And now, like, in my head, I'm like, what
8.
can I do to get a city? Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's dying for brick.
I know.
Because has there been... What's the other 11? Has there been 11s?
We've got wheat there.
You've got a lot of wheat.
I do.
There's been no 3s because you don't have much. So yeah, God, brick is very, very low.
That hurt me to my bones. Buy wheat.
Yeah, speaking of all this wheat. Oh, killer. And it's on the 5. There's nothing worse than having to take it off the best number.
Yeah, I think I hoof it onto the 8. Oh!
Yeah, I think I would have done that too, actually, because if brick is scarce, you want to make the wood a bit scarce, because if the brick starts coming in,
Can't do nothing
then
without
you'll
that.
still want, That's good. You can get your now. So really, all you need now is 2 reasons. You need a sheep or a wheat or a brick, because then you can get the other 2.
And I get the opposite of that. The opposite of what you said is what came into my hand. That's okay though. That's fine.
6. God, the numbers.
I have I seem to be blessed with where I'm placing at least.
Yeah.
Not playing particularly well, but playing vengefully.
I would
and
be.
it's working out.
I would be very angry at Orange if I was playing this game.
And I'd be like, "Who's Orange?" You.
Oh jeez, the 7s in this.
I feel like we say that every game.
Yeah, but
not
some
even once we're
games
watching,
there
just
are.
once we're playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for red, you gotta throw it on the 8. You gotta. Okay. I mean, I've done nothing to you, but whatever.
Yeah, the 8. Yeah, no, I would have put it on the 8, because I mean, for blue, like it's so close. They're on the 11 and 5 wheat. Like, I'm surprised. Well, because there's been no 11s, and the 5. Man, there we go. Okay, well, you just need 1 wheat or another ore just to get your city for the year of plenty. Like, there's nothing worse when you're that close to something every time and just can't do anything. There we go. Year of plenty for 2 wheat.
Yeah,
and then
pretty confident.
that's what I would predict anyway.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what I do.
And where would I put this? I think I'd put the city on the 9, 10, 11.
You see, looking at it now, the 9, 10, 11, yeah, it makes sense to put it there. But at the time when I was playing it, I think I was like, these numbers haven't been coming up. So I think I'm pretty confident I throw it on the 8, 3, 4. Just because I've gotten a few more of those, you know?
You get a chance asking for a brick for... Oh, no, straight in.
I'm also using 2 mice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So I get what you were saying. The 9, 10, 11 makes way more sense, but just dice statistics, I was like, I'm not picking up jack from those. So I went with that. But now I have 2 ore instead of 1.
True. No, this guy's going to be picking... Like, this guy's... Blue is sorted now for... She's sorted now for cities. Picking up 3 ore for an 8, 2 wheat for a 5 on the 11 as well.
The amount of 8s that were rolled as well. Green essentially has something for nothing. Green sitting here playing C&K without even realising it.
Yeah.
Green's about to ask if any of us have any paper.
God, still no 10s.
There might have been one early on, but
no,
not a huge amount, no.
The only one that you had is the one you traded away, which you got on your placing.
My first one,
I'm almost certain. We can fact check it.
Fact check it. Well, no, but at least it's blocked.
Yeah.
Will someone please trade with me? I'll take anything. Or I'll give you whatever you want.
God, no one's trading.
No, there's
in this game.
Yeah, there's not. And I noticed that throughout the course of the games. In the games where there was kind of no middle ground. There's your 10. There was kind of no middle ground. There was games where there was a lot of collaboration and there was a lot of absolutely banana balls trades being thrown out, which is what I was living for. And then there's games where it's like you're playing single player almost.
Yeah.
You know? Which I get it. It's a legitimate play style. Like, I've often pwned myself. I don't know if you do this, but I've ruined games for myself by not trading, just out of spite.
Definitely.
Yeah, just like, actually, you blocked me from building here. You need what? God, that's a shame. That's such a shame, isn't it, Gary? Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely sometimes I would not trade, but then I wouldn't trade because I don't want to give you the brick. But then after you've traded,
I don't actually need this brick, but just because I don't need it doesn't mean you can have it.
But then after they end up trading with someone else, I'm like, oh, well, if a trade was definitely going to happen,
I would have
probably should have been me then, you know.
Don't let your emotions get the better of you, but I'm very guilty of doing it all the time. That's another thing I do. I'm extraordinarily impatient, especially on app games, because I'm so conscious of the round timer. It's like, if you can't get back to me, I'm really sorry.
But then also, people can do that to waste your time.
It's a tactic. It is. It's not one I agree with, but it does exist. Now, I have been waiting to build those 2 roads for however long this has been going on.
Yeah. I may have gone down to the 9-4 though. And saved a brick and a wood, because then you'd only need another sheep to build the settlement.
Yeah.
But with the way blue is kind of racing ahead, it's not. Yeah, if you did go for the 9-4, you could easily see blue just shooting down, and then be like, oh, I should have gone there. So yeah, no, it's overall probably better that you blocked off blue anyway.
I also really wanted to get on a 6.
Yeah.
Because they have been coming up, you know, a middling to high amount, which is something I would like to get on. And also it's a 6 over to the, like, no one's gonna block me there either.
Yeah. With on the 8 and the 9, be good to get on that ore port too. But then if you do go on the 2, 6, 9, then you're going to be on the ore port just a 2 wheat. That is
classic me.
I don't know. Looking at this then, I mean, if brick was a thing.
At this point, I think I yelled F yeah out loud. I took a victory sip, I can tell you at that point. I was very happy. No, it's fine. I'm all good.
Nothing better. Nothing better. Yeah, 2 cities on a 5. I mean, come on.
I was pretty happy with that. I couldn't do anything with it, but you know. Why not ask? Why not ask?
Do you ask for a sheep next? Oh.
No.
Yeah, get the cities.
So, like, at that right now, I'm thinking maybe hope isn't lost.
Maybe. Well, I mean, the 3 of you are on 4.
Yeah. There's only one leader. Like as you were saying, it's a
well, here we go now. Actually, because I was just going to say 5 as a dev card, so she could be on 6. Sorry, 5 as a dev card. Blue as a dev card, so she could be on 6. But now green is on 6, so there could be 2 people on 6. And what are we looking at with knights? Ooh, blue is very okay.
Yeah.
Blue could. Oh well, blue's not on 6 evidently, but could be on 7. Come on. 10s, how are you?
I know. I'm very much like, where were you 7 minutes ago?
So I'd be tempted now, if I were you, to build a road and build a settlement on the 2-6 port, and then go down to the 6-9. So you're, instead of having 1 settlement with 3 on it, and just having 2 and 1 with 1 on it, and by building on the 2, having 2 settlements with 2.
Like I said, it was a long time, a couple of weeks ago when I recorded this, and I played many games since. But I can almost guarantee you I don't do that.
Yeah.
That makes too much sense for me to do.
Well, I suppose it's easy to say now as well, because I'm not the one playing.
Hindsight, for
where
sure.
I think maybe if I was in your position, I'd be like, I want to build. I need to build now.
She'll risk it for a biscuit.
Just thinking of the red, seeing the red there. Actually, if you did build down to the 6-9, you're blocking red from building on the 9-4.
Yeah,
that would be
always
pretty
nice. Always nice. I'm pretty sad now. Giving away a brick after all of that, after everything.
I think I would have given away the ore.
Yeah, just for like, what can I do with it?
The
nothing.
ore.
Absolutely nothing.
But you held on to it.
I did hold on to it, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have gotten rid of the ore and because you've built up as much as you can.
Yeah, I know.
So,
but I know, like
spread out.
My plan is to put a city on the 629. There's no, or a settlement on it. That's
yeah.
That's what's happening. I suppose my tactic, or my reasoning probably in my head, is if a 9 is rolled in the next 3 rolls, I can at the very least...
Or an 8.
Or an 8.
Then and then you trade the 4 ore.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
There she is
There
now.
you go. And even if you had planned to go down to 6-9, you couldn't now anyway, because red's there. But so, I mean, you're still in a good position. God, no one's trading.
It's really... I know you can...
That's a horrible bunch.
I know, it kind of takes the fun out of it a little bit. Like, what's the tagline? Trade, settle, build.
Yeah.
Trade, build, settle. It's the first one, either way. It's the first one in the tagline.
9 as well. Like, cities all over the place here. 9, you get 3 ore, red gets 3 ore, red gets 4 ore for a 9.
You can see in the progression of the game, like, nothing happened for the first 10 minutes, and now everything's ramping up, and it's very much a case of this could end at any minute.
Literally. Set, like, blue on 7 now, you know, one more knight, but she doesn't have a card now, but like a knight, and she'd be on 8, 9. Even though you're on 5 and red's on 5, like, I don't see you out of this yet.
I feel like that's interesting, because I definitely at this point was like, I felt a bit left behind.
See, it's only 2 in it, and also that, like, green is on 7 because they have longest road.
Yes.
So you're both earning the same.
And it's longest road on 5 roads. Does anyone really have longest road with only 5 roads? I feel like that's not longest road. That's a target on your back.
Yeah.
Being like, come get me.
God, the red numbers are really coming in hard.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get in that 6 so bad.
Not many 11s either.
There've been a couple. There have been a couple, yeah. So red's plan here is interesting, but I can only assume red is like, okay, I'll just get more sheep. You know?
Yeah.
Either that or he doesn't notice I've built there, which, you know, fair enough. I'm lucky.
Well, they could be going, if they're going to the wheat port. Oh, here we go. Green is pretty much solidifying the longest road there.
Green is fine. Well, green is fine.
8 roads.
8 roads is okay. They'll max it out at 11, but no one else can connect like that to try and compete. Blue could, but blue also can't.
Yeah.
It's way too late in the game for him.
I think red's trying to get on that 6 sheep as well.
Yeah, that's why else would they?
Must be. But down the 10 wheat. So the wheat port's not going to be a huge benefit to them. Mm-mm. They're on the 3-1 anyway, so it makes no difference.
In fairness, it's somewhere to build to, I guess.
They've nowhere else to go.
At
Here
this
we
point,
go.
yeah, I'm just like stupid.
I think like 2 road. Yeah. Oh, if I were you now, I'd go down between the 6-9.
No, she don't do that.
Oh no.
She don't play. I so rarely. I need to be way more offensive, you know.
Because you're going to the 6 anyway.
Yeah.
So why not go to the 6 that stops someone else going to the 6?
The only thing I'm thinking of is the ore port. I'm like,
Well, that's on the 2. Is it on the 6?
oh sugar, so it is. At that point, yeah. Like,
So,
I
like,
never play
you're-
that offensively.
You're
ever.
going on a 6-0, and you could have gone to a 6 wheat board. And you're on 2 wheat already. You're on 2 wheat, 11 wheat. As in you've handed red.
Well, I handed red. No, I did. I don't
Well,
see
I know
red
it-
as a threat. Do you know?
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I will rarely play that aggressively, if you will, for almost the same reasons I just said. Because what if I want to trade with him in the future? You know? And it's end game as well. So I'm sort of thinking to myself, I don't know if I can come back from this, you know?
True.
But that's just my play style. It's not tactical per se. It's just...
Because if you went down to the 6-9 desert and down to because you built 2 roads to it and a settlement, so you could have been on the wheat port and then you could have built along the coast back up to the ore port, giving you a chance for longest road. Because if red does go to the wheat port, you can only build on the 2 wheat.
Yeah, I'd have to move the other way.
Where if you went down to the wheat port, you could still loop back
But
around.
do you think it's going to get to that point? Because at this point, I don't.
I I don't know. I think it could. I mean, I don't know. I think it could have. Like, if that was there now, you'd be sitting on a wheat port. You're on a 2 and 11 wheat.
And yeah, and not be able to do anything with it, you know?
Yeah. It's blue with 17 cards.
Yeah.
Red's got a dev card too now, so they could be on 7. Oh my god.
See, at this point, in my head, I'm like, I'll be lucky if it gets back to me. You know?
Well, blue doesn't have a
suppose
dev
they-
card, so they can't play the largest army yet.
No, but they could get to 9 very easily.
Yeah. Then again, green is 2 knights too, but they don't have any dev card either. So, I mean,
Hail
okay,
Mary?
it is a bit of well, they still need 2.
Oh, yeah. Hail Mary? Well, look, if she didn't get her largest army that round, she's
She'll
getting it
definitely
next
now.
time, you know?
Green is scared.
And I'm like, I hope I can finish this on 7.
If someone would trade you 1 ore, you could build 2 cities to finish the game on 8.
Nobody will trade anything, you know?
It could red be on 8.
Potentially, yeah.
Red can't believe that they are going to get another turn. So that's got to be a victory point. Because I'd be using the robber. I mean, I'd just be...
Do you mean the knight?
Oh, sorry, the knight to move
Yeah.
the robber. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, fair. Absolutely fair. That's the problem when you're stealing someone with 2 knights played and 2 dev cards at the very end. Now, I'm pretty upset when that happened.
Oh, no, Carly.
Well, I'm like, I can do what I said I came here to do, or what I said I'd do and finish on 7, maybe. And that's about it. That's it, get it back.
Well, finish it. You got to go on the 5 just as the last hurrah.
It could, yeah. I think I put it on the 8 out of spite, though. Oh, no. Okay. Fair enough. And one more.
Green must be so frustrated. 1 card. 4 cards. Now 5. Just enough to do nothing.
Yeah, does green have any open places to build? No.
Well, they could build on the 4. On the 4 coast up top.
There she blows.
Wow. Okay, so ranking 3.
Right, well, I think I tied 3.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, the tied 3. Yeah, of course. So
Game 1.
game 1. How do
She's
you
over.
feel?
Like, look, it could have gone better. But mad respect to blue, because that's how you win. It's always nice to see a win on anything over 10 points.
Yeah, because 11. So obviously the last dev card they had was a victory point.
My question would be, actually, is this going to be the same as competition rules, where, correct me if I'm wrong, I tried to do a similar thing in one of the qualifiers in an old ICA tournament, and it was capped at 10, you know? And I was like, I understand that, but no.
Yeah, I think it should be counted as 11 because blue got largest army.
Yeah.
But if she robbed largest army from someone, before she robbed it, it was worth 2 points to that person. And now that she's robbed it, it's only worth 1 point.
I think we're getting into, you know, sort of complications with regards to adding up the points in like tournament rules and, in other words, stuff I don't know about.
Well, I mean, if it's first to 10, then obviously it doesn't matter whether you get 11 or 12. But if it's going on percentage of your score, like you've taken 2 points from someone, but then you only go up 1
because it's capped.
Percentage-wise. So I think it should be 11 because it means you did win better. Like if you won your game at 10 and I won my game at 11, I did win my game better than you did.
Even if
percentage-wise.
it's not, even if it is capped, which I think it might be. That's the thing. I'm not sure if the DWC it has different rules to a normal tournament, but even if it is capped, you do get the smug factor of knowing that you won on 11
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Which was expertly done. And like you were, like we were chatting about, it was pretty close the entire game. There was definitely two teams, one team doing a little bit better than the other throughout it. And as I said in the game itself, I would have liked a little bit more trading.
There was no trading.
There was one trade, one successful one, and it was me. And I can't even recall who I did it with. But, it's like...
And they probably just made a mistake. They probably meant it.
I can't judge anyone for that.
To press reject.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've done that plenty of times. No, I didn't mean to go. Yeah, but
then you see, you didn't get smashed. I mean, the end result being 7, 7, 8, 11. Like, no one got totally left behind. It's anyone's other than, and like, so Blue getting largest army, she was on 9, but Green being on longest road, they're only on 6. So you and Red finishing on 7. You had more points on the board than them. So I mean, like, it's very close.
I appreciate you trying to make me feel better with that. Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it.
It is.
But it was an okay first game. And I think I might have mentioned that I played it over the course of 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the next game we do...
Was the Friday and the Sunday did you play?
That was how I did it, yeah, Friday and Sunday. Yeah. Saturday was like...
It
wouldn't have been wise for me to play on a Saturday.
Gathering your thoughts from the previous Friday's game.
Basically being like, oh dear God, what have I done? And you'll get to see that, oh dear God, what have I done? Really soon, we hope. Yeah.
So there's game 1. And so next is... Well, we've at least 4 of your games. Next, we have my 5.
Yep.
Lynn's 5.
Yes, there might be some bonus episodes because without revealing too much, we might have played more than 5 games.
Just possibly.
In a desperate attempt to get more points.
To grab that ELO. Yeah. But so thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.